Yo, what in the Halloween month, continues with the Quotable Boys. I am Lex, and I am joined by my co-host, Ernie. Ernie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm excited. What happened?
Oh, I was just pointing at you.
Oh.
On the screen.
I was like, what are you doing? I know it's funny because on my end, I'm below you.
Oh, I'm on the side of you. Good job.
Yeah, on my side it looks like.
Wait, put your hand through, but you got to see your hand.
All right, go.
Anyway, all right. If you're not watching the video, you could see that. But sorry, if it's just audio, I apologize. Ernie,
I literally went into his videos.
But sorry, how are you, Ernie? I know you tell me again.
No, you're fine. I'm feeling great, dude. I'm ready to get into this socioeconomic crisis of the 1980s here.
This movie has predicted the future, if I can say.
Honestly, yeah, dude. It was crazy because watching the film, like I was telling my wife, like I know a little bit of history, like around this time, there was a lot of films that were like dealing with gas. That's why I said the socioeconomic part, because like there was like a gas shortage going on. So like, I guess instead of like people paying 30 cents, they were paying like 60 or something. Yeah, it sounds like a little bit now, but it's like a lot at that time. And so I think like you see a lot of these movies, like, you'll get like Maximum Overdrive, which I think plays a big part in that gas thing. Yeah. That like we fall and prey into like, these automobiles and stuff.
Yeah. And then again,
Mad Max and all that.
Even with the machines too, taking over. So the movie we're doing today is Maximum Overdrive, made in 1986, a Stephen King directed film. And he goes on record for saying he would never direct another movie because of this movie. When he's asked, why don't you direct anymore? He's all, watch Maximum Overdrive. And I can't agree with more. I don't know. This movie was bonkers, if I can say.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. I mean, I kind of want like to see what he can do now, learning from his experience. I can understand why he wouldn't. I feel like he has a pretty big star-studded cast here. Like he has Emilio Estevez, and I'm sure that some of these actors on this movie are like probably hard to work with. Well, difficult to direct.
Pat Hingle, who plays Hendershot, I guess he was Commissioner Gordon in the Tim Burton Batmans.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay, so I can see what you're saying. And
then we got Yeardley Smith,
who is the voice of Lisa Simpson,
and Bart.
I don't know how she landed that role after this show. No, she's not Bart. Bart's a different person.
Oh, okay. I thought she was Bart as well.
Weirdly enough, Yeardley Smith only voices Lisa. She rarely voices anybody else. It's strange. Anyway, we're not talking about The Simpsons. But yeah, man, it's a star-studded cast. It is very interesting. And a big rock band scores the soundtrack. AC/DC plays the main tune along with lending their songs for the rest of the movie. And I think you mentioned it before, you can just hear little hints here and there and scenes like, but it like, and like you said, it just doesn't fit, right?
It doesn't. It feels, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like AC/DC, but like it feels like when you're watching the film and then like all this like this rock score for something that should seem a little serious kind of starts like in the beginning of the film, like people are dying and it's all someone like comes out of the freaking like window. The
that was intense. The lady comes out of the window.
Dude, honestly, he does a great job like making the film very horrific. Like seeing gruesome, the way people are dying. It's gruesome and like so. I'm like, okay, this is cool and I could appreciate it for what it is. But for some reason, every time I heard the music, I was like, oh, this is like weird.
Just like, it's weird. Like and so basically the premise of the movie is, I guess an asteroid. Something's happening in space. I can't remember exactly, but there's like a asteroid's tail like that their path passes through and it lasts for like 7 days. So this is why the machines are turning on everybody. The beginning scene, which Ernie mentioned, is a bridge suspended when it wasn't supposed to. People are falling off. There's even a guy with a van, AC/DC. They're all like stoned. I thought they were gonna be cameos.
You missed one of my favorite parts in the beginning of like the film before it even starts. Has that big like credit crawl or whatever, or not a credit crawl. It's just like the
tells you what's happening.
It's all on June 19th, 1987 at 9:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I
don't think it was 1947.
1987 is it?
Isn't June 19th your birthday?
I know. Yeah, June 19th.
That's why you remember it.
Thank you. That's why this guy. You're good.
I didn't, and it's funny because on the electronic banner it says "fuck you." Like, I guess that's already the alien, or not aliens are already taken over. Yeah, and then what's his name? Even Stephen King himself is in it. He's looking at the ATM. It's all, "You're an asshole."
He's all, "Hey, come over here, sugar bun." Yeah, it's calling me.
Yeah, that's weird, but yeah, but it's just an intense little intro, and then like the slow mo it uses when things are falling off the bridge, or the guy falls off the bridge. He's all. Just like slows down, everything goes silent. Like
the guy in the motorcycle,
right?
And
then he lands in the water. Like it's just like it's so weird.
And then at the end, like obviously the big car falls through, and like it's in slow mo too. It's all.
And then
like it takes so long.
They're really like showing the watermelons too, like that watermelon truck. Like they kept showing it, and they're all rolling back and like
hitting people with cars and stuff. Yeah,
it's just right from the beginning. You're in for a treat, right?
Yeah, and I like the two guys that are working the freaking. They're playing chess. I believe.
And the guy's like,
and like one of them is like picking his boogers. He's like really deep in there.
Yeah, and then like one guy's obviously been doing it for years, and the other guy's younger. He's like, "You idiot!" He's all, "I didn't know." He's like, "Huh?" Like I don't know. He was all stoned out of his mind.
It feels like they're trying to like really prey on, or trying to like get those hillbilly kind of like people. That's what they're making fun of. Like you can tell overall in the whole.
Yeah,
film.
what? I'm sorry, I can't remember what state this is in.
What? I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Wisconsin?
I was gonna say Michigan, but it's not. I know it's not.
I can't remember. Something to look up, folks. So yeah, I mean this. I mean, have you seen this movie before? It's your first time?
No, I've actually seen this movie once, like when I was
yesterday,
like, really young.
Just kidding.
No. I'm sorry. I saw this movie another time besides the one I saw it now. It was when I was a kid, and it came out on TV, like on like regular TV. Do you guys remember that, kids? Now everything's streaming.
Funny guy.
But so it just randomly came out, and I remember that Green Goblin truck that the toys, whatever it's
Happy
called.
Toys or something.
Yeah, Happy Toys. So I remember that truck because it looked like Green Goblin. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Like I want to see what's going on. And
Spider-Man.
I've never seen this movie like in its entirety. But I've only seen the last part of it. When that truck shows up and all that stuff happens, that's all I've seen. I've never seen anything else. So when I got into the movie, I told my wife, I was like, I got to watch this movie, check it out, like see what's up. And I went back and I was like, Jesus, like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm glad that I saved this movie till now, like where I can appreciate something like this. Cause yeah.
Then,
what about you, man?
No, this is my first time ever seeing it. And I remember when I was looking up movies to watch for this month of What in the Halloween, this is one of the tops. Like everyone's like, you have to watch this movie, and I can see why. Emilio Estevez is our star. He's a cook at this Dixie Boy diner, which the movie takes place most of the time. Then we get the sweet ass Hendershot, dude, one of my favorite characters of the movie. He's like, "Well, I just turn on the radio. My name is for a minute." Like, but his voice is just like, you can like not understand this guy. Like it is like the way he talks, like, "Hey, bubba," like it's so strange. And what about
he's always smoking a cigar for some like.
Yeah, give me a cigar, buddy. And then what about the guy in the arcade? He's all, "Yo, mama."
Oh yeah.
And then he
just goes out for like a brief minute. But dude, I'm glad that he died the way he died, because like you can tell that something was gonna happen to him, because he started thieving.
Yeah,
he started stealing cigarettes and all this
money.
Stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because like somehow that freaking machine, like I don't know how it draws it to him. Like it like uses some sort of like hypnosis or something.
Yeah,
and then he
strange.
freaking grabs it and then like whatever, and he shot.
That's very strange. And then
I thought he was gonna become a machine, to be honest with you. For some
that'd been
reason.
sweet. And then we get the dude gets the gas in his face, and this one we get our taste of the music. There's this intense sound that is used every time these machines strike. And let me just play it for you right now if you can hear it. I don't know if you're able to hear it, but
the freaking the ending of it. That's when Brad
screaming. Yeah, I love it, dude. I thought that was my favorite part. It's just
it was pretty funny.
I don't know, it was just intense.
I wonder why they added that sound to it. Like I guess like back in the day, like a lot of movies used to add like these little scores to everything. Well, I mean they still do it, but now it wasn't as like prolific as it was back in the day. You know
what it kind of sounds like is
tell me.
What's the movie Psycho? Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're just doing that sound.
Maybe that's what they got. Yeah,
and just making it a different, like a.
Oh my
screech.
gosh! Because I was thinking the same thing, but now it makes sense.
He's gonna pat your head, There you go.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. There you go.
Thank you. Let me say something. I figured out where it is. I looked it up, but it takes place in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, that's where it says it's filmed.
Dixie Boy.
Who the heck knows?
Yeah. Yeah. So that happens to the guy out the gas gets on his face, and then the boss like, "Oh, shitski, I gotta do me some talking right here. I gotta whop everyone ass around here." I don't know. He says so much stuff I can't even get it. And then you get the little machine cut, like cutting the waitress's arm and foot.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was freaking vicious.
I thought it was
crazy.
gonna tear her up.
Yeah, but for some reason, I thought I honestly believed that the machine was for some reason gonna float in the air and chop her head off. I don't know why I thought that.
That's what I thought.
Because I was like, I mean, like at this point, you're just like, okay, something crazy is gonna happen. You don't even know.
But like, it kind of ends up just more being about the automobiles. Like, it kind of starts ignoring the other stuff. But
which is weird. Like I was stating before, I think it has something to do with like that gas crisis at the time, because I think it lasted from like 1975 to like the 88 or something. So it makes sense for them to like add it in the film.
I'm just curious when this came out, what people actually like scared. Like, I mean, there had to have been those people who are like, oh, I don't want.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Stephen King was pretty like prominent at the time. Like everyone knew his name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that when like people wanted to go see it, they're like, oh my god, I love a good Stephen King.
That's true.
This is gonna scare me. So
yeah.
And then people aren't as desensitized as we are now. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
That was crazy just for them. Fun fact about Stephen King.
Tell me.
He was high on cocaine
during
this film. Apparently, he was going through a pretty bad addiction at the time, and it was rumored that what is his name? The one that filmed like the Evil Dead Army of the Dead, George Romero.
Oh yeah,
stepped in for a little bit to help him out, but I don't know if that's confirmed true or not. Well, he was
that's crazy. I didn't know that. I know you were telling me that he was dealing with cocaine, but I didn't know about George Romero coming in to helping him out. It makes sense. He has a buddy that kind of like comes in to help out, but maybe he's like the last part of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what if he did, like what part did he play?
Yeah, I don't know. Like some people were kind of mentioning, like you can tell from like camera angles and stuff. That's like a George Romero thing. But
interesting. That's so cool, dude. I like when people are able to
distinguish.
Like, we analyze movies from what we've seen,
mm-hmm.
but there's people that are able to distinguish like certain filmmakers, like shooting
styles and yeah. So yeah, this little truck stop it's got it all. It's a diner, it's an arcade, it's got gas, it's a store, even a motel at one point. It kind of seems like, and they just got everything. They're set up there if they have to stick around for a bit, which they do. And then it cuts to this baseball game, and I'm like, what? How is this? And when I first saw this, I was like, what's going to happen at a baseball game? Like, I don't understand.
You know what I thought was going to happen was the freaking, the ball machine that shoots balls at people with the batting cages. I thought that's what was going to happen. And
I didn't even think about
to my
that.
surprise, he goes, "Are you guys thirsty?
You guys want some soda?" And the kids are, no sodas.
Yeah, and then he goes to get the soda, bro. Puts in his change and everything. And then I'm like, oh no, he's going to die hard, like hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
And he freaking looks at the bottle. And then for some reason, I laughed, but it's because like it reminded me a little bit of like Home Alone. Do you remember when like the guys kind of are getting hurt by things and it's just very funny? That's exactly how it felt. It didn't seem gruesome at the time.
Yeah.
Not until the kid goes to find him on the floor and he has like the big whole like gat. Like,
yeah, he's like messed up, bro. Like that was a mess.
Like
and then like the kid's looking at him, and then all of a sudden the steamroller comes in and just like attacks the baseball, and it even crushes the kid. And I was not expecting that. I was like, oh my gosh, like this movie is just like, I ain't taking nobody. I'm taking
very
everybody.
Violent. Yeah,
it was very.
It's crazy. I was telling you this, like the coach is on the floor, right?
Yeah.
And the kid goes to see him, and then as he, starts attacking the kid, and the kid starts running away, and then like you see on the left and on his right, there's like two kids that are dead too from the cans.
Oh yeah. It's like,
and I was like, Jesus Christ, like
damn.
This is gruesome.
Don't
dude.
drink sodas; it will kill you.
Yeah, I think that's another statement.
The soda crisis
of 1980.
And then we get introduced to her name is Brett, I think her name was. Brett, yeah, who's played by Laura Harrington. she's driving with this Bible salesman that it's revealed that he is later, and this guy's like, "What's that sweet thing? I didn't quite catch that." And he's like grabbing her, and she's like, "Stop touching me!" She's like, "You keep touching me, be wiping your ass with a hook." He's like, "I never heard don't talk like that when I was a boy." And then even she even says like to him like, "I think it's that damn rock and roll TV." Like it's just so strange. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just the dialogue is interesting, and then of course they go to this diner, and everyone kind of meets up, and then that's when the Green Goblin truck tries to like kind of strike, right? Tries to attack the Bible salesman, I think. And they're all, "Get inside!" He's like, and then we get introduced to another beloved character of mine, played by Yeardley Smith, who we mentioned. She plays
Connie. Did, yeah.
So we're introduced to this young, just married couple, and then Connie and Kerr, and they're all cute. And then like she's like, "Can we stop?" She's like, "I need to go to the ladies' room." And Kurt's like, "Can I come in and watch?" And she's like, "Oh, Kurt!" Like it's just very weird. Like we'll get back to them. Just a little introduction.
Dude. My favorite, dude, this is one of my favorite characters is freaking Kurt, bro, to be honest with you. I think he's the one that's maintains like his like demeanor throughout the whole film.
And he kind of tries to be a hero too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Emilio Estevez, he's the hero in a sense, but like honestly, he gets overshadowed a little bit by John Short's character Kurt. Like I feel like this would have been more about Kurt if Emilio Estevez wasn't in it.
True. Yeah, because
he was such a big name at the time, so you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah, and then he even shows Emilio Estevez's character, which is Bill, and Brett like talking. She's like, "You're kind of cute." He's like, "Am I?" Like it's just like really awkward, forced relationship they're trying to do. Then we get back to that kid. He's on his bike. He's trying to make his way to his dad, which is revealed later that it's the guy who got the gas in his eyes. And he's just seen the chaos of like the city, and it's pretty brutal, right? Like there's people are just dead, and then there's like a dog with his toy in his mouth.
Oh, I didn't
dead.
Like that
I was like,
one.
"What
Yeah,
the?"
That was sad.
That's why I was.
But yeah,
sad.
dude. You're right, bro. There's so much, like in with it. Well, I mean, obviously, this movie takes place within 7 days of what's going on. I think like in the first 2 days is what you're kind of seeing in the beginning. So like this is all I don't know if it's all in that one day or 2 days.
I don't know. I couldn't really.
But it just seems
tell.
like everyone is just like hurt, and you see like people hanging. Like it's kind of cool because he was able to shoot in different locations, like it didn't stay in one scene, so it showed you like the aftermath of other people's lives, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I was trying to say,
not just stick that girl to that that's one hanging spot.
Like the girl that's hanging out of her out of her house like window.
Oh yeah.
I think she got choked by the
curling iron,
blow dryer.
Oh, blow dryer, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little tense. And then like the creepy ice cream truck is stalking. Then the lawnmower starts chasing him on the bike. It just looks so bad. But you said you're scared.
The lawnmower creeped me. Yeah, the lawnmower creeped me out a lot. I think it was because of the movie freaking what's that? Oh, Sinister, the one you really didn't like, the one that scared you a lot. But that's what it reminded me of. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that scene. That
so I was intense. Like, Jesus.
That's funny.
And they all have like blood on them, so they've already killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's strange.
The ice cream truck would have been probably creepier, but I thought it was funnier than anything. It
was kind of wasted little thing, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah, definitely will.
Yeah, and then so we go back to the gas station. Duncan, the guy had the gas in his eyes. He's like, "I gotta find my boy. I gotta," which is the kid on the bike. And then Bubba, or the boss, comes out. Hendershot. He's like, "You leave without punching out. Ain't ever gonna have to punch out again, Bubba." So like you can just tell like this guy's got something coming his way, bro. So Duncan ends up getting ran over. He like
nobody goes. He's like, "I can see."
Yeah, I can see. And he like drops something. He drops something.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez tells him like, "How many fingers am I holding? 4, 5?"
He's like, 8,
12?
10. He's like, "I don't care. I gotta find my boy." But yeah, he dies, and then
again, brutal scene.
Yeah, very brutal.
He just literally gets freaking like.
But I was laughing. I don't know. It's just the way it just happened. It just kind of looked funny.
Yeah, no, it was really funny, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then we get the salesman. He's like, "Hot sucker, out of my way, bitch!" Like, just weird things going on.
Like weird dialogue throughout the whole film. Like I feel, and I wanted to ask you this question. Did you get any like M. Night Shyamalan vibes from these movies?
This
film?
A little bit.
Yeah, like there was something about it that I was like, oh, dang, this reminds me a lot of those like M Night Shyamalan movies where like they have these weird moments that just like are like cringy, but you're like, oh, okay.
You just accept it because like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And then we get back to our couple, Kurt and Connie. And then they're getting chased by this truck, and then Kurt's like, I think I just loaded my pants. And then Connie's like, Curtis, make it stop bumping us. She's like, and her scream is so annoying. And she goes, Curtis, remember to let you drive again.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, she freaking like she was over the top. All like,
yeah, she's like, Curtis, what is going on?
Yeah, like she really sold it. Like I think she overdid it, definitely, but I think they told her like, hey, just oversell it.
Oh,
do it.
Another thing I read too is that she's embarrassed from this film. Like, yeah, she's very embarrassed of this film.
Oh, I mean, rightfully so. I think she knows she did like probably not the best job. But dude,
just starting her career, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I wanted to say this before.
Say.
Before we move on, because we were talking about Stephen King and his drug addiction. You know, all the cocaine and stuff. There's just one particular scene that I had remembered. It was when they're filling up the gas for the characters at the end of the film, right? And he says Emilio Estevez is talking to the machines, and he goes, "I got the best shit in the East Coast, practically uncut." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's the Coke reference, bro! If I ever heard one, bro, like it makes sense."
That's funny. I caught that too, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So
I'm glad
dumb.
I'm glad that we knew, because I was like, because you had told me about the Coke addiction, and I think I'm glad that you did, because once that hit and I heard that line, I was like,
there it is.
He's a cokehead. He's a cokehead. All right.
And he's
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you friends. So stupid. Oh, they're just losing money, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And then
I hope they brought their American Express.
No one laughs.
Yeah.
Kurt and Connie, they make it to the Dixie stop, and then she's like, I think I can make it through. And she's like, no, you don't. They gang up on us and squash us. And he tries it anyway, and they just get launched, bro. Then all you hear is, that scream. And this is I don't know what, this scene is hilarious to me because the car's flipped, Kurt makes it out, but you can still hear Connie. I'm stuck on the seatbelt. And they show her, and
Kurt gets out.
Yeah,
Kurt gets out, and
they show her real quick with like her legs stuck in it. She's just like super awkward, like looking.
Yeah.
And she's like, watch that thing, will you? That thing looks sharp, because they got the knife trying to cut it. He's
Emilio Estevez.
And so, watch that thing. You're not my Curtis. Where's my Curtis? Oh shit, I'm sticky as shit. Like, dude, she's just, it's just great, and she just doesn't stop there, and I'm glad she doesn't,
and that's why Kurt is the hero, bro. I'm telling you, like, he can put up with that, dude. Come on.
He looks a little fed up, to be honest.
He can survive.
It's weird that there's moments too where like she's mad at him, and they'll stop and then look at each other and they'll just kiss, and she'll be okay. She'll be like, They also make her look really trashy. Like, I don't know what it is, but she looks bad. I don't know what they did, but anyway. It's neither there nor there. And then Hendershot comes out with a sweet ass rocket launcher all of a sudden. It's just so weird. Like, he has this whole armory, and for some reason he doesn't want to say anything about it. He's like all secretive about it. It's like, dude, just comes out with a rocket launcher. Like, it's not a secret. Like,
no, dude, he's got like weapons of mass destruction. Dude, it's crazy. Like, down there, it's wild. Like, where the heck do you even get a grenade or a rocket launcher like that?
And there's not really
that he's able to take out all these trucks in one. Like, it's
and there's not really even any like content. Like, they ask, like, you think he's like stealing this shit? And he's like, nah, he's paying. And that's it. That's all they say.
That's all they say about it.
Nothing. It's just so weird.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that guy's wild. Like,
he goes, found it in my Christmas stocking, brother. With a cigar too, bro. Oh, dude, that's sweet.
Freaking Bubba. You know what's funny is we'll get into this character later, but Joey, he's like right hand man.
Oh yes, the big, the chubby dude, right?
Yeah, the chubby dude. I thought that he was Bubba the whole time.
Yeah, but he calls everybody Bubba.
No, he's calling everyone Bubba, because at some point I'm like, he says, "Oh, something Bubba," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
well, even this guy's just I said, his license plate even says Bubba.
Yeah, it says Bubba. And then they freaking hit his Bubba car, bro. They hit it into the wall.
Yeah, he gets all pissed off.
Yeah.
And then we get more with Bill and Brett, and then they have like this sexy like music going on in the background the whole time. It's like, you know what I mean? Like this whole time.
Yeah. You know what you skipped, but you talked about it a little bit, but I want to get into this because I thought this part was very funny. We were talking about the Bible salesman, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "I gotta get the hell out of here," or whatever, and because they hit his car, and so he runs out to try to go get it or something. And then some car just hits him, and like he flies, dude.
Into the ditch.
But he flies, and his shoes come off. You don't remember that?
I do. I totally missed that. I don't know. I missed it.
It's just I want to say that because like he's a pretty prominent like later on in the movie. He's prominent with the little kid. He's like, "I can't help you. You're too big."
Yeah. He's, "I'll kill you."
Yeah, like what? It's so funny, bro. His
dude.
shoes came off.
He got launched.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Bill and Brent are talking. She's like, before everything went into maximum overdrive, and everyone's like, "Ah!" You know, she says that. Of course.
Yeah.
And she goes,
I'm so glad that
she's like, "I'm scared," and he's like, "If I put my arm around you, would you stick me with that thing?" And she's like, like it's just so weird.
You don't stick with that.
Yeah.
You slides or something.
So weird. And then
no, I won't.
And then Amelia goes to talk to the right hand man, right? The dude's taking a dump, bro. And the whole time he's talking, and he's all,
yeah. And you hear the drops.
And he even takes a peek. Like Emilio Estevez even takes a peek in there. He's all, yeah, his guns. He's all, he's there and there. I was like, that was gross, bro.
It's so gross, yeah.
And then Hendershot's like, sometimes you college boys need to get them chops busted. Your ass is grass, boy. Grass. You hear me? And it's also revealed that I guess Emilio Estevez's Bill is like a college student. He's like, but I guess he killed some cops and he's on the run. That I guess everyone that's like working there is on the run. Because remember in the beginning he tells them, he goes, so you want to pay me for 8 hours and have me work 9? He's all, that's right, Bubba. It's like super weird. Remember that?
No, I remember that. But I didn't, dude. I'm sorry. I must have not been paying attention. I didn't know he killed cops. I thought he
said
had
something
stolen.
like that. He did something.
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sure. Like no, because he tells him he's on parole. So
Yeah.
I'm sure So if he gets fired from this job, like his parole officer will probably get him and put him back in jail because he's not being a contribution to society. That whole thing.
But maybe I'm wrong about that. But I mean,
that's an entry because if he killed cops, that's kind of crazy. Like
he said, it's all coming, and like Brett, the chick's like, it's all right. She gets all horned up, and then all of a sudden they're having sex. She's all, you sure make love like a hero. Like, when was it established that he was going to be the hero? Like, I don't like. She's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, she's
because he saved that dude's life, maybe, or that lady's probably, Connie's.
I mean,
I mean, that's probably.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember telling you that once we fell asleep together. I'm just kidding.
You're done.
It took you a while. I like that face roll.
I thought you were gonna be like when Kurt is tickling Connie. She's like, she's doing something to her. And then you get like those random guys that are in the shop. He's like, "Oh goddamn world is going tits up." And then the waitress, which her name is like June Moon or something weird crap like that. Oh, Wanda June.
Wanda June. Yeah.
She's like, "We made you. Where's your loyalty?" So all the cars like the cars like, huh?
I feel like even in the beginning of like her like
crusade
when this is all going on. Sorry, what?
I said her beginning of her crusade. Just kidding.
Yeah. She freaking like is all like I was like waiting for her to die. Like I really was. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, nah, she's gotta die. It just makes sense. She keeps like doing these or saying stupid things that just like fall under those like moments where she's just gonna have to go yell at the machine.
Yeah.
So I was just waiting for the right time, and we'll get to that point. And just so weird.
Yeah, and then there's just like awkward chatter in the whole place. The guy's like, I hate those fucking trucks. I never did love trucks anyway. And then all of a sudden, they hear someone screaming, and it's the Bible salesman. Dude, the dude's still alive in the trench.
Oh, yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I don't even know. And then Kurt is the one who's like, I'm gonna go save him. And then that's when Connie's like, you let some of those other big strong men go on and get him. Like, it's pretty mean. Like, you can just tell Kurt's like fed up. Right?
I know.
He's like, dude,
I think she says like,
she's like, don't make a widow out of me. Huh?
No, she says, if you go out there and die, someone's going to have to get you here because you're going to die here. Or something like,
yes.
Like she was going to kill him before he got one
somewhere.
out.
Yeah, it's very strange.
And I was like, what?
But he's like, don't worry. And then like they kiss all awkwardly, and she goes,
yeah.
And then like Bill and Curtis go into the sewer like to go under, and like that guy's just having way too much fun in the sewer. He's like, and then Bill falls, like, tastes good, huh? Or like some shit like that. It's just weird. It's very strange. And that's when we see the kid who happens to see the Bible salesman, and that's when what you were talking about earlier. Like the guy's like trying to grab him. He's all, "I'm gonna kill you, kid, if you don't save me." And he's like, wait, I can't grab you.
He's all, pull me. He's like, "You're too big."
He's, "I'm gonna kill you." Like I'm like, what the hell? What is this guy? I thought he was selling Bibles. Now he wants to kill the kid. But anyway, they end up leaving the guy, and then like a truck comes through the trenches to like come get him. But they all escape. Not all of them. The Bible salesman gets left behind, and then
he said, "Just leave him. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead." And then the car that's gonna like break through to like hit them, I think it runs them over, but you don't see it.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
You just kind of think it. You kind of figure it out.
Yeah, you assume that's happening.
Yeah, that's so weird, bro. Like I don't know how that guy survived that freaking hit. He lost his shoes, dude.
I mean, no.
I'm sorry, dude. I want you guys to, if like there's any scene that I would recommend you watch. Like this movie is, I will give you our review at the end, like how we felt. But dude, this one scene, bro, this is just sells it. Like,
so dumb, bro.
Like you know what you're gonna get with this, dude.
It's so good. And then the kid's asking about his dad, and Hendershot's like, "Duncan got scrubbed by one of those big boys out there. Tough break, kid." And he's all, "Cigar, I'll be here," some shit like that. And
he says Joey. He's all
Joey, Joey.
"Cigar, Joey."
And the girl's like, "What kind of heart you got?" But the kid's reaction to the dad, he like stops and like stares for like
a while,
a long time, and then he's all, "It's true," and they're like, "Yeah," and he's all, he like drops down.
He breaks down.
Yeah, and then like the way Bill grabs him is like not even like hugging him. He's all, no.
It wasn't
like,
Bill, it was Amelia, or it was
no, his name's
oh yeah, you're right,
Amelia.
Bill,
that's his character.
Yeah.
And he grabs him. He's all, no.
No, it was weird.
Yeah, it was very strangely handled. And he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't even have his arm like really around the guy. Like it's just weird.
It was like a jumble of like hug.
It was
like it was like a very weird. Yeah, I don't know.
But don't worry, the kid will get his revenge. I promise you that, everyone. And then the morning comes. The morning comes, and then this military jeep comes with a turret on it. And then that one guy comes out of the room all weird. What the fuck? Like you said, remember, he comes out weird.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
And then you get Hendershot come out, and this is like the first sign you see. But I guess he's banging the waitress because he comes out.
Yeah, you kind of realize that. Yeah.
He's like fixing his belt, and she's like fixing her top. Like it's just really, really strange. And also, even before the kid walks in on Bill and Brett, they're both naked in bed. He like walks in, "Come on, guys, come on! You got to come see this." And
there's something out there.
Yeah, and it's like,
well, the only thing he sees is like that. What's that called? That freaking not bulldozer. Is it a bulldozer? The ones that like kind of pick up dirt. I forget what. Yeah. So he sees that coming, and what it's doing, it's literally making way for this a Jeep with a gun turret to like come in and start shooting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird. Like I don't know why that thing was like the thing that kind of sparked the conversation, right?
Yeah,
because we'll get into that scene, like it starts using Morse code. But let's get back to the naked scene. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well, he starts using Morse code. Oh yeah, well the naked scene, but yeah, it was quick. It's like, but it was just weird. Yeah, it was like the tractor though, and it like attacks Bubba's car, which the plate says Bubba. Well, not Bubba, Hendershot's car, and the plate says Bubba, and he's all, "You want a war? You got one." He's all, "Shut up, Bubba. How do you like that chicken shit?" And then he ends up getting shot up by the turret. And if it runs out of ammo, who's gonna reload that gun?
Nobody. I think it's just done.
But it like has.
But I think it has like
bullets.
a big old. But it has a lot of bullets. I think because it has a big old case. Is what I was thinking.
I mean, I don't know. It just
a lot of this stuff in this movie doesn't make sense because like at some point, you start to realize, like these cars are gonna like run out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is when you figure out that they need gas. But I want to get back to that part where he gets shot. Because when he gets shot, also that dude that came into the room busting in, he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
and you think at that point they're going to like kill a bunch of people, but they still have a big old group of people that are in there. Yeah.
It was funny because like...
It was just dumb.
Like, yeah,
Pointless
he shot
character.
him. Yeah, pointless, but
They gave him a death.
he served his purpose for that one scene because he just
busted
he was
in
star.
like he was the star.
Yeah, yeah.
But then after the gun shoots, you hear the growl a little bit. It goes, Nick, did you catch that? So I wonder if there's like an invisible alien controlling it.
Yeah, no, I did. I thought that it was, I thought it is, because at the end of the movie, it is aliens.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the movie, a Russian satellite hits the freaking
UFO. That's right.
So yeah, it is aliens or extraterrestrials. But
that stupid ass explanation at the end.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to tell you that because I was like, I remember like reading. I even took a picture of it so I can read it out.
I was gonna have it ready
because I have it already, and I thought it was so sweet and so stupid. But I was like, I'm glad they explained it because
we'll get in there.
I would have had a lot of questions.
And then Wanda goes out there. So we made you. You can't do this because her man's just died, and she gets killed. And then all of a sudden the thing starts going. And the kid's like, it's Morse code. And the kid's like, good thing I got an mirror badge of the Morse code. And like all this, of course he knows Morse code, right?
Yeah. All of a sudden, this kid.
He's just a smart little kid. And then they find out that they just want fuel. And then they're like, can't fill them anyway. We got no power. And then the power, of course, comes on. They turn it all on. They're all, oh! And then that's when they're like, looks like we got a lot of gas to fill. Just hoping none of them left home without their American Express cards.
and like,
no one says anything. And then that's when he goes up to the goblin truck to tell him about the gas, like drugs. So I got the best shit in the state, so it's not even cut. It's weird. And then they had the filling gas montage. Like, I forgot what AC/DC.
I don't know. It's an AC/DC song, but I'm glad that you chose that one because I would have sang the same one.
I think it was Hell's Bells, honestly.
Hell's Bells. I want to ask you a question about that scene in particular. The girl, when she, they frickin', he asks her, here, let me fill up the gas. When not Connie, sorry, frickin' Brett.
Mm-hmm.
One of the characters. I want to say it's Duncan or
Duncan's dead
or Brad. I think it's Brad. He comes up and he says, hey, let me help you out. Like, let me start putting gas. Is she high off the fumes? Is that why she's acting all weird?
Yeah, I think so. Because like she's like, starts like grabbing on him a little bit. And she's like, they all are.
Weird.
Like, you can just tell because even Bill gets like, it's just and you just see a big old line of trucks coming.
Yeah, she like stumbling into, and like, she like leans on a truck. And then that's kind of the scene that pans out and you see just the truck lines that lined up.
Yeah, and then like, what about Bill squaring up with the truck? He's all, it's all
oh, dude, I thought that was pretty cool scene. Yeah, that was weird.
And then like, he gets to the main pipeline to fill up more gas, but then like he's like, we're fresh out.
Because we don't see is that like, of course they're gonna run out of gas at the station, so they bring in another truck that has more gas. I don't know what the end game of these like extraterrestrials was supposed to be, these freaking aliens.
Yeah, they just wanted gas, bro. They just, like you said,
just wanted to,
the gas.
They wanted to
maybe,
kill.
like you said, the gas ration. They were trying to explain why this gas is missing because aliens.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's just like, it was weird. It was like they used freaking frequency to kind of like control these like machines.
And then they come up with this plan, and they end up blowing up the main turret. He like throws a grenade in there, and then Brett's like, I ain't never seen a hero with his ass up in the air like that. Because remember, they're all hiding. They both of them. They just both of their asses just sticking up like such a stupid shot. So everyone's trying to escape. They got to go through like the sewers and there. And then got Connie. She's like, I hate anything more with 4 legs. You're gonna make me go down there. And then you like hear her going, and then the guy's just like, oh man. And then the trucks just start destroying the place, bro. They're pissed. They can't get their gas anymore. And they
so they just run into the building.
Like that's not the only place that has gas. Like it just but
I guess it's the only place where people can give them the gas, right?
I guess they kill everybody else. So yeah, they all start taking off, and like because Bill has this place called New Haven that he wants to go to, but the goblin starts following, and then we see the ice cream truck. And then Kurt's like, I got this. And they're like, go away. And then he like shoots. And then Brett shoots and the thing just blows up. Like it was just like a weird scene. I was like, okay. I literally thought they were going to kill Kurt right there. Like I thought that was going to be the end of Kurt.
Yeah.
And I wish it kind of would happen because I wanted to hear Connie just like, yeah, and then like kill her. Like.
I rather had Connie die than Kurt.
Yeah,
Kurt was the hero.
that's true.
But what was the scene after this? Was the one with the Green Goblin truck, right? Comes in and
when they
runs over.
They get to the
Brad,
boat,
right?
but then that dude, he's like, not Brad or whatever. He sees the ring and he wants to steal it.
Yeah, that girl was like, it was cool. The girl died by like the car like choked her with the windshield.
Oh yeah.
So I thought that was really cool because she's still hanging like choked.
Yeah,
and dead.
it was a little strange, but like, how did she get like that? You know what I mean?
Well, because she tried to climb out of the car, but the car freaking kept her in.
I see.
I think that's
Anyway, so yeah, then the goblin ends up killing him. But then Bill comes up. He's all, "Adios, motherfucker!" Boom, blows it up. Everyone's like, "Yeah!" And they sail away, bro.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and then read the last tag for us.
I will.
The last thing that comes up to just make us feel
just
better.
to like, okay, it goes 2 days after a large UFO was destroyed in space by a Russian weather satellite, in quotes, which happened to be equipped with a laser cannon and a class 5 nuclear missiles. Approximately 6 days later, the Earth passed beyond the tail of the Rhea M, exactly as predicted. The survivors of Dixie Boy are still survivors. Hell's bad.
Yeah, it's just very strange. And then they're taking off, and then all of a sudden you hear one last Connie yell, bro. "Curse, when I get off this boat, I get seasick." And then it ends, bro. Just ding, 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 ding. Maximum overdrive.
Now, going into it now.
Yeah.
What did you think about this film, dude? Like, what were your overall thoughts like from beginning to end? Because I feel like this one was one of those, like, you watching, you're like, oh, okay, I can see what's going on. And then it just kind of keeps going. You're like, damn.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So I know when we watched Killer Clowns and then we watched Trolls, I think Trolls, we were like, this felt like more like Trolls when we were texting each other, like, dude, what is happening? Like, we were just like, this movie is crazy. Like, and I kept texting you, just being like, dude, what is this movie? Like, why is this happening? I don't know what I think. It wasn't good, I'll tell you that, but it wasn't like the worst. Which is the point of it, right? It's another kind of cool classic kind of film. Stephen King, what a long way you've come. Just kidding. But it's like, how have I not heard about this before? It's just, again, like I've mentioned the past two movies, this is a movie you watch with people and just have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, you just like, what? And just laughing and just, because when I was watching it, I would just be cracking up. Like, it's just so funny, like, to me. I don't know why. It's just, but like you said, we're spoiled because I'm not laughing because of how cheesy it is. I'm just laughing because, I don't know, I'm putting myself in the shoes of people that have seen it, I guess, when it first came out, in a way. But I guess not, because if I was doing that, then I would be like, I've never seen some crap like this before. So it's kind of hard, but still, like,
I get what you mean. It's like you're putting yourself in like this position of like, not to be a critic, but also being a critic of that certain time frame in that movie. Because like when you're watching the film, you're like, okay, I can see why people dislike this movie, but you could also see why people actually enjoyed it, and it has like the rating it has, and it is that cult classic. So I understand, but continue.
Oh yeah, no, that's all I got to say. What about you? Well, let me just say, I would recommend watching it, of course, because it's just just watch it with somebody. That's what I want to say.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I was telling you this prior to the podcast. Like, me and my wife were watching it, and she was like, "What the heck? Like, what's going on? Like, what the hell?" And she would laugh, in certain scenes, because I think she would like be like these moments where it was like, "Oh my god, like really? Like, why is this happening? This doesn't make sense." Like, I think we both were laughing at the point where like I keep referencing this scene, but when the guy's shoes come off, like, dude, that's hilarious.
It just won't
like,
stop.
Yeah, like only the mind of Stephen King would do something like that. But yeah, dude, I agree with you. Like you said, like I was saying before, definitely worth a watch. I think this one was a little better, at least in my opinion, than killer space clowns in outer space,
I
or whatever.
really didn't like that movie.
I really didn't, dude. I really wanted to, but I didn't care for it. But I think this one I enjoyed a little bit more. I think Troll 2 is probably the top one thus far, but this is second right now, like in the line
In
of
our
the
what in
movies
the
we've done.
Halloween
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah,
Cool. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I didn't hate Killer Clowns, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I would have to agree with you as far as where the movies stand at the moment. Can't wait to get to the next one. We are almost wrapping up with Halloween month. Remember to hashtag what in the Halloween with Quotables. Well, you don't have to put the with Quotables part, but you can. Follow us on the Twitters, Instagrams, subscribe to us on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. And thank you for listening again. We love our fans and appreciate you all. Ernie, got anything else to say?
No, as always, I like to thank the fans as well. Like we do appreciate you guys tuning in every week. We have an episode coming out. I think we have a few episodes coming out this month, and then we just have a big little catalog. And one of the big things I really like about all our YouTube videos and Spotify, you guys can go back and you can listen to any of the episodes, and they're not chronological. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's just about a movie, so
Yeah.
it's great to have a listen in when you guys ever get a chance. So that's awesome.
I agree. So yeah, if there was nothing else, we appreciate you guys listening again. And I am Lex.
And I am Ernie.
And this has been Quotables What in the Halloween. Good night, everyone.
Good night.